Okay, guys, we're ready to get started this morning with our using doubles. So for our number talk today, we're going to practice on our doubles facts. But if you notice, I have up a double tens frame. So this is another one of those off of that mathlearningscenter.org that you can use and manipulate. You can use a double tens frame. So to enter I'll show you how I put that on there here in just a second. I have two tens frames set up, and we're going to work on how you see numbers. So if I took a group of 10 and filled it up here, and then in a different color, I did this. Tell me how many dots you see. What do you notice about them? Okay, so maybe you noticed that there was a group of 5 plus 5. There were two groups of 5 there in the blue. One group of 5 on the top, one group of 5 on the bottom. And that would get you to 10. But then you weren't done. You said there were two more. And 10 plus 2 is 12. There's a group of 10, 1 10, and 2 more. So maybe you saw it like that. Did anyone see the doubles? Did you notice that up here at the top there was 6? So if there was a group of 6 there, and on the bottom there was another group of 6, 6 plus 6 is 12. That's swell. Remember, we say that with our doubles chant, so that can help us. So you were right if you saw 6 plus 6 is 12, or if you saw the group of 10 and 2 more, or if you saw 5 plus 5 gets you to 10 plus the 2 more. So either way, great job. Okay, let's do another one. I'm going to clear it. Now, whenever I want a new one, I'm going to click on this grid, and I'm wanting a 10 grid. And I can either do that same thing to get a second one, or I can duplicate it. Okay, so I'm going to duplicate that, make another one of them. So for this one, what if, I'm going to go ahead and fill in this chart. But what if I had 7 on the top and 6 on the bottom? 7 on the top, 6 on the bottom. What do you see? Maybe you realized it was just one more than the last one. So maybe you saw the blue dots were a group of 10 plus 3 more, and that gave you 13. If so, great job. Maybe you saw the 2 5s. Maybe you said, I see the 5s that are blue. I see the 5s that are, so I'm going to mark through it here. Here's 5. Here's 5. And then, oh, I see 3 more here. Oops, sorry. And that makes 13. So maybe that's what you saw. So that strategy would look like this. 5 plus 5 gets me to 10. And then I saw 3 more, and that makes 13 in all. Or maybe you saw the 6s. Maybe you remembered from the last one that there was 6. Remember this one right here where we had the this group of 5 blue with this one red one? There's 6, and on the bottom there's 6. And you say, well, I know 6 plus 6, that's 12. And then there was only one little lonely one left over, and that's 13. So maybe that's what you saw. If so, great strategy. I'm going to move all those those equations right up there so that they stay there for the next one. So here's our next one. I'm going to build, and I'm going to duplicate it. Okay, keep watching. Let's see what we do this time. What if this time I took, on the top row, I have 7. And on the bottom row, I have 8. Look carefully. Tell me what you see. Okay, so some of you saw that, hey, the blue made a group of 10. And you said 10 plus, maybe you saw these two. So 10 plus 2 gets me to 12. And then on the bottom, there were 3 more. So plus 3 more, and that equals 15. Great strategy. Maybe you saw the group of 10, and then you notice that this is 4, like what you would see on a dice. If you were playing dice and you rolled those, you would see those 4 dots, right? We know how to subbutize. So, okay, maybe I saw the 4, and that got me 14. But then there was one lonely one left over. So we're going to stick him back in there, right? And that 14 plus 1 makes 15. Because here's the 4 and the 1 more makes 5. Okay, you still have that one group of 10 right here. That's what this one is. So maybe you saw a doubles fact. What doubles fact would I be thinking using this picture right here, this number picture? What's on the top row that's also on the bottom row? Maybe you saw 5 plus 5 is what? 10. Again, very good. And then maybe you saw 2 plus 2. 2 plus 2 is 4. More. Yeah, that's those doubles facts. Great. So that would be a great one. And it would look like this. That number sentence would be like this. 5 plus 5 plus 2 plus 2. And without me even separating that out, I bet you can tell me that is 14. But then there was that one little lonely one left, and now we're done with our thinking. So we're going to put that equal sign. Very good. Okay, so we have that thinking. That was a long number sentence, if that's the one you thought of. I've got one more. I'm wondering if anyone saw that there was 7, this whole group, 7 on the top and 7 on the bottom, and then just one little lonely one left. So if I do that, I know 7 plus 7 is what? 7 plus 7, 14. Let's lean. So there's 14. And then we have that one little one left over still. 14 and one more makes 15. You got it. If you came up with one of those strategies, or a different one even, that makes great sense, I want you to give yourself a race the roof. Race the roof. Very good. All right, moving on to our next one. This one's our last one for today, okay? So we're going to get that double tens frame back out here. So I inserted it, and remember, I come down to the bottom and duplicate, and it makes me another copy of it. All right. So on this one, I am wanting to see, oops, not like that. Just get rid of that, trash that. Delete. Okay, I want to see 5 on the top, and then I want to see 3 little ones. So I'm going to pull it here, and I'm going to duplicate. That might be easier than dragging, so I just duplicated it. So maybe look at the top and see what you notice. Then I'm going to make on the bottom, and I'm going to duplicate. 1, 2, 3, and I need to get rid of this one. Okay, so look at what you notice. Look what's there. So tell me how much you notice in all. So maybe you started with 5 plus 5 is 10. Again, great job. If you did that, if you saw 5 plus 5, I guessed your strategy. So maybe it was 5 plus 5 is 10. And then what would you see? Maybe you saw 3 plus 3. So we could do plus 3 plus 3. Okay, and we know that 3 plus 3 is 6. And then we still have that 10. So 1 10, 6 ones. There we go. We have 16. And then there's that one little one, that poor little guy left out. We got to put him back in there. And that we're done with our thinking. So we put the equal sign now. And that's going to be 17. Okay. That was an impressive second grade number sentence. I am pretty impressed with that. Let's see if you can think of another one. Tell me what I'm thinking right now. What did Miss Staten just notice? What did I circle? I grouped a group of 10. You got it. Then, tell me what I'm thinking now. How did I see it? You're right. That's 6. If you subitize that 3 and 3, you knew that was 6. So 10 plus 6 is 16. Very good. And then what all we have left? That poor little left out guy. So now we have 17. Great. Okay, I have one more that I want to see if you can pick my strategy. Okay, so pick my strategy. Let me get this erased. So I just picked up the eraser and I'm clicking and dragging. So this is the last one. Tell me my strategy if this is what I noticed at first. I know I'm not very good at circling. I apologize for that. What did Miss Staten notice? If I notice this long group at the top and then this long group at the bottom, what am I thinking? I used a doubles fact. Oh my goodness. Yes, I did. So I saw that there were 5 on this side and 3 more, and that makes 8. And then I said, you know what? The bottom has that same thing. It has 8 down here. So if I can use 8 plus 8, 16. Isn't it jelly bean? I think is that one. So jelly bean, if I can use that fact, then all I have left is one more. So I'm going to add that one more. And that's where I use, this is called a doubles fact. And then I did plus 1. I added that one that was left over. So I used the 8 that was inside the 9 to help me. And that is 17. If you guessed my strategy on a doubles fact plus 1, then give yourselves 3 pats on the back. 1, 2, 3. Excellent job. I am proud of you. So great job. And today you did a great job with this. We'll be back to practice it again. Remember, use this strategy in any number that you see and you're trying to add.